Hello children, welcome back to our class. Today we are going to discuss about global warming. We can start with the meaning of global warming. Global warming means the rise in the mean global temperature to a level which affect the life forms on the earth's surface. That means simply we can tell rise in the level of temperature. That rising level of temperature will affect the life forms on the earth's surface. Now, we want to learn about the cause of global warming. The main causes of global warming are these are the main causes of global warming: burning fossil fuels we know called petroleum and natural gas, etc. Second one, factories belching smokes. Belching means the emitting smokes. Airplanes flying in the skies. Forest fires. Rapid destruction of forests for agriculture and industry. These are the main causes of global warming. Again, burning fossil fuel, factories belching smokes, airplanes flying in the skies, forest fires, rapid destruction for forest, for agriculture and industry, etc. Now, we are moving to the impact of global warming. That is, due to global warming, what changes occur in our atmosphere? Due to the global warming, how the global warming will affect us? Global warming will affect the climate. The climatic changes will occur. Global warming will worsen the climate change which is already taking place. This will lead to rising sea levels and decreasing snow cover in the northern hemisphere, not only northern and northern southern hemisphere. That will occur. That will affect the snow cover. How it will? Climate change will cause melting of polar ice caps with huge chunks of ice bergs with several kilometers across, breaking off from the mainland. That means the huge blocks of ice will be melt and it will break off from the break off from the northern southern hemisphere. That ice will be comes to the ocean, and the level of ocean, the water level of the ocean will be increased due to the global warming. This climate change will cause disturbances in the weather patterns and leading frequent and heavy floods in some places. Due to this climate change, heavy floods will occur. Some places heavy floods will occur. In some places, huge severe drought will occur. How this climate change will affect us in the in future? How this climate change will affect us in future? That also we want to know. This climatic change will affect us in future. In future, this will happen. More hot days will be there and less cold days. And another thing, in future, length and intensity of heat waves will increase over most of land areas. The intensity of heat waves will increase due to this global warming. So global warming will affect the climate, affect our climate. Next one, global warming will affect the ocean. How it will affect the ocean? Ocean needs is carbon dioxide. Ocean serve as a sink for carbon dioxide. The increasing levels of carbon dioxide, we know that one. The global warming, that means in our earth, in our atmosphere, the level of carbon dioxide will be increased. That is, the increasing level of carbon dioxide have led to the ocean acidification. Acidification, what is acidification? Ocean acidification is the name given to the ongoing decrease in the pH level. Decreasing the pH level. pH means the measure of acidity. That is called as the acidification. Acidity of the water will be less. That is called as the acidification. The increasing acidification of oceans makes it difficult for marine life such as corals and plankton, different fish and different lives is marine life is there. That will affect these marine lives. Acidification of oceans also poses threat to the food chains connected with the oceans. Related with ocean, which are the food chains are there. This acidification will affect these food chains too. So global warming will affect the oceans also. These ways global warming will affect the ocean. Next one, global warming will affect the corals. Bleaching of corals will occur. Bleaching of corals means that is bleaching of corals will occur due to the loss of microscopic algae. Algae, microscopic algae means the algae which gives colors and nourishment to the corals. That will lose. Due to this loss, their bleaching will occur. Then global warming will affect the flora and fauna. Flora fauna, plants and animals in our earth. Plants and animals react to the warmer temperature by moving to higher elevations and latitudes. They will move to the higher elevation and latitudes. Species lost, endangerment rising along with the global temperature. Due to the global temperature, species lost and etc. will be happen. As many as 30% of plants and animals today risk extinction by 2050. Risk will be happened, means 30% of plants and animals will affect this in 2050. 2050, this due to this global warming, 30% of the flora and fauna, that means the plants and animals will affect this all. So next one is destruction of ecosystem. Destruction of ecosystem due to global warming will affect destruction of ecosystem, changing climatic conditions and dramatic increase in carbon dioxide. The increase in the carbon dioxide and the climatic conditions may destroy our ecosystem. How it will be destroyed? It may affect the supplies of fresh water, clean air, fuel and energy resources, food, medicine and other matters on which we depend upon for survival. These all things will be occur. Next, we want to learn about how to control or reduce this global warming. These are the main things, main impact of global warming. Global warming will affect climate, oceans, then bleaching of corals, plants and animals, then destruction of ecosystem. Next, we want to learn about the ways to reduce global warming. Ways to reduce global warming. These are the main ways we can reduce global warming. First one, by using materials such as bamboo, recycled metal and organic paints in construction for construction of buildings. These things we can use: bamboos, then recycled metal and organic paints, etc. Then second one, by using solar energy to heat and light homes and offices. We need to use the solar energy. Then second and third one is using clean fuel like CNG and unleaded petrol to run vehicles. Clean fuel, we need to use clean fuel. That also will decrease the level of global warming. Next one, the last one, by making changes in everyday practices such as traveling in public vehicles, biking, walking or using carpool, buy energy efficient household appliances and replacing light bulbs with the CFL bulbs. We are traveling for traveling nowadays, more we are using private vehicle, our own vehicles. That we need to stop. We need to choose the public vehicles. Then we need to choose this biking, walking. So we need to carpool means we for hire car, sharing cars between individuals. That is carpool we are calling as. Then buy energy efficient household appliances. For our homes we need to buy the energy efficient household items. Then next one, bulbs, common bulbs we need to light bulbs we need to replace with the CFL bulbs. These ways we can reduce the global warming. And last topic, here are some international efforts to control greenhouse effect. You can go through that. What are the international efforts to control greenhouse effect? The first one is United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. The convention, it was agreed. Convention means a meeting. In the meeting, it was agreed that future global warming should be limited to below 2 degrees Celsius or 3.6 degree Fahrenheit relative to the pre-industrial level. Means all the member countries of United Nations, they in a meeting they agreed that what they agreed, we should limit the degree, means global warming level we should limit 2 degrees Celsius or 3.6 degree Fahrenheit. Then second one, Climatic Change Convention was held at a Rio Earth Summit in June 1992. Climatic Change Convention, another convention, was held in 1992 in Rio Earth. It was signed by 154 nations who agreed to prevent the devastating impact on pollution causing greenhouse effect. Means a huge impact on pollution causing greenhouse. That pollution will be prevent by this 154 nations which is signed in this sub. Next international effort which taken, Kyoto Protocol. Means the countries also the member countries also signed or agreed to cut the greenhouse gas emission by 5.4 percentage. Last one is the global warming facility, the global environmental facility, GEF. It was set up in 1991 to facilitate global environmental cooperation between developed and developing countries. In between developed and developing countries, protection for the global environment, protection of global environment. The main objectives of GEF, their main objectives are reduction of greenhouse effect in the atmosphere, protection of biological diversity, protection of international waters, reduction of ozone layer depletion. These are the main objectives of GEF, mainly which is related to our environment. So these are the international efforts to control. These are the international efforts to control the global warming or greenhouse effect. So that's all for today. We will learn about the ozone layer and its depletion in our next class. Thank you all.